We are audiologists first and hearing aid dispensers second. Sharon and I come from different but very complementary educational backgrounds, and I think that's why we've worked together so well for so long, and our patients benefit from our complementary skills. Sharon came from a very clinical training from one of the best institutions in the United States. I came from a non-clinical training program where I did research on animals and did my whole PhD without ever even knowing what an audiologist was. At some point I decided, I would much rather help people hear better than work on animals. And I left, went back and did the clinical training that Sharon had already done, came out of that, became the director of audiology at Stanford University, and started seeing lots and lots of human beings for hearing tests and hearing evaluations. I left Stanford, moved to Tucson, and opened a practice with the goal of providing the very best clinical diagnostic training applications that I knew, and also then helping those patients that we ruled out problems with, helping them hear better by applying hearing aid technologies to their situations.
I trained at the University of Northern Colorado, did my undergraduate and my graduate degree there, and then I went to the Fitzsimmons Army Medical Center in Aurora, Colorado, and we saw a wide variety of middle ear problems and noise-induced hearing losses, active duty and retirees. It was a very intense, really good experience. As an audiologist, our first goal with a patient is the diagnosis. And a hearing aid dispenser's first goal is the hearing aid. We came back together because we were missing our patients and we were missing the new technology that has come out, and we've really enjoyed being able to fit hearing aids that are digital and much more sophisticated than they used to be 20 years ago.
In the mid-90s, it became apparent to me that audiologists didn't really know how to work with primary care doctors to help patients hear better. And the more I plumbed that, the more I realized that a lot of the things that Sharon and I had worked through wasn't necessarily translating into private practice. That prompted me to simply go through my file cabinet and pull out all the files of all of this information I documented and try and turn it into something that could be useful for audiologists. That ended up being a book. After that, I was approached and became part of a 3-part editorial team, including Ross Rozier, who is the director of all audiology for the University of Texas in Dallas, and Mike Valente, who is the director of all audiology at Washington University in St. Louis. The 3 of us put together a 3-volume series that, much to our happiness, has been reviewed and called the Bible of Audiology. That made us feel good. And that one, because of the 3 of us working together, we have ended up doing a second edition. First one came out in 2000, the second in 2007.